Good morning, dear students. Today we will start the new chapter of science, chapter 18, pollution of air and water. It is a general topic which you have studied in lower classes also. Now first we will discuss about the pollution. What is pollution? Pollution is the mixing of undesirable substances with the pure substances. Pollution means the contamination of air, water, soil through poisonous substances, through undesirable waste materials. Next term is the pollutants. What are pollutants? Pollutants are the unwanted substances which get mixed with the pure substances. So pollutants can be the toxic substances which get mixed with the pure substances, and the pollution, it is a major problem nowadays. You have seen that, you have heard also that many people are suffering from problems related to eyes, lungs and many other kinds of diseases. So pollution, it is a major problem nowadays due to urbanization and growing population. Pollution not only affects the human body, but it also affects the plants and the historical monuments and the buildings. So first we will discuss about the air pollution. Air pollution, it is the contamination of air by the smoke or by the harmful gases which are released into the atmosphere. You know that the pure air, it is a mixture of gases. It contains about 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen and 0.03% of carbon dioxide and many other gases. So the air pollution, it is major problem in our country because it is caused due to two factors. First is the natural factors and second is the human activities. Now we will discuss about the natural factors. The natural factors like the forest fires. The fires which occurs in the forest, it releases smoke into the atmosphere which causes air pollution. Due to volcanic eruptions, many gases are formed, many harmful gases are released which goes into the atmosphere and pollutes it. Next factor is the dispersed pollen and the winged seeds. The pollen grains which are released into the atmosphere, the pollen grains are released into the atmosphere, and the seeds having wing, they also cause the air pollution. Next is the strong winds and dust storms. Strong winds carrying all the dust particles, they are one of the major factor causing the air pollution. Now we will discuss about the human activities. The various human activities which causes air pollution are, first is the burning of wood and leaves. The burning of wood and leaves, it releases the gases, it also releases smokes into the atmosphere which pollutes the atmosphere. Next, the smoke which is released by the chimneys, by the factories or by the vehicles, by various industries, all these go into the atmosphere and causes air pollution. Next is the SPM. What is SPM? Suspended particulate matter, like the dust particles, the particles which are released from the cement industries. These all suspended particles, pollen grains, these all suspended particles which are present in the air can cause air pollution. Another factor is the virus and bacteria. Virus and bacteria are the microorganisms which are causing air pollution. Fire sparklers and crackers, the burning of crackers also release the gases which pollutes the air. Next factor is CFC, chlorofluorocarbons. Chlorofluorocarbons are the gases which are used as coolant in refrigerators and in air conditioners. These are nowadays again replaced by the other coolants which do not cause any pollution. So CFC, chlorofluorocarbon, it is one of the major factor which causes air pollution. And the next is the spread of sewage water. The sewage water which is released by the overflowing drains, which is very common in villages and in towns also where there is no proper sewage system. So in those areas, the sewage water, which when released, comes overflow from the overflowing drains, they release foul smell, and the containing the gases which also are released into the atmosphere, causing the air pollution. So these are the various factors, the natural factors and the human activities which are responsible for causing air pollution. Now we will discuss about the harmful effects of air pollution. Air pollution, as you know, that it causes many harmful effects to the living organisms. It harms to the human body as well as to the plants, and the historical buildings, monuments are also destroyed due to air pollution. So air pollution is one of the major problem in our country, and the harmful effects of air pollution is, first we will discuss the various gases which are released and the toxic effects, like first nitrogen oxides. Nitrogen oxides, these are poisonous gases which released into the atmosphere can cause acid rain. Another gas also, sulfur dioxide, it is also a pollutant which is released from the vehicles or from the industries, and the sulfur dioxide, it also mixes with rainwater, causing the acid rain. Next is harmful gas is carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide, it combines with hemoglobin. It has the capacity, it has a strong affinity to combine with hemoglobin, and it combines with hemoglobin to form carboxyhemoglobin. This carboxyhemoglobin, it has less oxygen absorbing capacity. So the amount of oxygen is available less to the cells, and as a result this carbon monoxide, it is very harmful to the body. Another harmful like that is carbon dioxide, the gas that is carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide, if the concentration of carbon dioxide increases in the atmosphere, it can also cause harmful effects to the living organisms. Now from this, there are three main problems, there are three major effects of air pollution. First is the greenhouse effect. Next, one more is the greenhouse effect, and the other is the acid rain. Now students, what is greenhouse effect? The plants, the soft plants which are found in the hilly areas, which do not resist very heavy rainfall, those plants are kept in the glass houses. And the glass houses, the walls of the glass houses are made transparent, and the glass houses, it is called the greenhouse. The glass house is called the greenhouse, and the plants, during the daytime, the plant absorb carbon dioxide for building the food, and the carbon dioxide, then it is reflected. The carbon dioxide, it is reflected, but it is further, it does not go outside. It is again re-reflected by the roof of the glass house, due to which the temperature of the glass houses, it increases. And the increase of the temperature due to increasing concentration of carbon dioxide is called the greenhouse effect. And one of the important consequences of greenhouse effect is the global warming. You all have heard about global warming. Now what is global warming? The increase in the temperature of the earth. The whole world is facing the problem of global warming due to increasing carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. And the result of global warming is melting of glaciers, the overflowing of the rivers, causing floods in many areas. So the global warming, it is one of the major problem in front of the whole world, and it is global warming, and the global warming can be reduced by following the preventive measures to reduce air pollution. So global warming we have discussed, and next is the acid rain. Now dear students, what is acid rain? I told you that the smoke which is released from the vehicles or from the automobiles or from the industries, they can carries the gases like oxides of nitrogen, nitrous oxides and sulfur dioxide in the atmosphere. This sulfur dioxide and nitrous oxide, it combines with rainwater, and form sulfuric acid and nitric acid. This rain, it comes down in the earth and it affects the living organisms, the plants and the animals. As a result of acid rain, the photosynthesis, the power of photosynthesis in the plant, it also decreases. Acid rain, it is very harmful for the historical monuments. The Taj Mahal, the color of the Taj Mahal is fading. Its color is changing to yellow brown. Why? Due to this acid rain. So it is corroding the color of marble also. You know that is Taj Mahal, it is made up of white marble, but due to the air pollution, due to this acid rain, the color of the marble, white marble, it is fading, it is becoming yellow brown. So if we want to save our environment, if we want to preserve our historical monuments, we have to control air pollution. Now the next is how to reduce air pollution. There are various methods by which air pollution can be reduced. First is the use of clean fuels like LPG and CNG, liquefied petroleum gas and compressed natural gas. The vehicles which uses the clean fuel like CNG and LPG are preferred nowadays to stop air pollution, to control air pollution. Next is use of public transport for long distances. Using public transport for going long distances and bicycles for short distances must be preferred for controlling the air pollution. Say no to crackers, as crackers, burning of crackers also release many gases, and smoke into the atmosphere. So burning of crackers should be stopped or should be in a limited. Next is planting trees. Tree plantation, Van Mahotsav, should be practiced. Trees are the good absorbers of gases. So the planting trees, afforestation should be practiced by all. Next is use of hydro energy, solar energy, wind energy. It means that alternate sources of energy should be used. The fossil fuels, the burning of fossil fuels like coal and petroleum, they cause major problems. They are polluting the environment. So if we want to save our environment from pollution, we should look some alternate sources of energy, and the various examples of alternate sources of energy are solar energy, wind energy and many other. Next method is stop using aerosols like sprays for paints and the perfumes. The aerosols, it should not be used much. Next and the last is the plantation of indoor plants like aloe vera, fern, rubber plant. They should be planted more in the in our houses, because they can absorb the pollutants and protect our environment. I hope the topics are clear to you. Read the chapter. Thank you.